Hello, how are you? This is your girl, Dr. Patience, coming your way with Anxiety Serenity. Little something to lift your souls up and to redirect your focus in case your focus has left where it's supposed to be. So, the topic for today's conversation is joy. What is joy? If you're watching live, please say hello, type in the comment. I want you to type the word joy in the comments so I know that you heard what the title is. And let me know what joy is to you and what brings you joy in your life. You know, there's always that little thing in there that sparks joy in your life. So we're going to discuss. Hey, Judy, how are you? Good to see you. Thank you for hopping on. I hope you're doing great and you are feeling great too, because you are great. So I'm talking about joy and what does joy mean to you, and as a professional, powerful, successful woman, sister in here, what brings joy into your life? Before I go on, I want to read a little excerpt of a story from the Middle East. Is an ancient story. So I'm going to be reading that so you can listen if you're driving or you're walking or whatever you're doing. Just listen to the story and let's see what the lesson is in there. So it starts by saying that there is an ancient story out of the Middle East which tells of three merchants crossing the desert. They were traveling at night in the darkness to avoid the heat of the day. As they were crossing over a dry creek bed, a loud, attention-demanding voice out of the darkness commanded them to stop. They were then ordered to get down off their camels, stoop down and pick up pebbles from the creek bed, and to put them into their pockets. Immediately after doing as they had been commanded, they were then told to leave that place and continue until dawn before they stopped to set up camp. This mysterious voice told them that in the morning they will be both sad and happy. Understandably shaking, they obeyed the voice and traveled on through the rest of the night without stopping. When the morning dawned, these three merchants anxiously looked into their pockets. Instead of finding the pebbles they expected, there were precious jewels. Instead of finding pebbles as expected, there were precious jewels. And they were both happy and sad. Happy that they had picked up some of the pebbles, but sad because they hadn't gathered more when they had the opportunity. That is kind of cute. So I read it and I said, let me come on and share that. What are some opportunities, or what would I say? I know most of you in here have been developing yourself personally and professionally, and you have heard a lot of nuggets and gems and things to help you move forward in your life and in your businesses and in whatever you're doing. What one thing would you say that you had a command or an instruction to do, and you just took a little and then you realized that, oh my God, when I had the opportunity to do what I could, I did just a little bit, or I showed up empty or half full or half empty, or I showed up just anyway. Has that ever happened to you? Can you just think back for a moment and go like, I think I can relate to the story in this area or in that area. You know, opportunity comes but once is a sentence that I've heard since I was younger. But nowadays, you can always go right back, watch your footsteps go back, and redo and even do it better and in a boom and in a bang way. All right? Okay. Thank you so much for listening to that. Again, as I said, if you're catching the live, just type joy in the comments so I know that you are here presently. And if you're catching the replay, I love replays because right now as I'm speaking, I'm a messenger. So I have to listen again and listen twice or 3 times to get the nugget that I'm dropping. All right? Thank you so much for doing so. Let me know where you're joining me from. So what is joy? The Greek word for joy is chara. Chara. You pronounce it as karai. Okay, so not chara, but karai. Okay? It means cheerfulness, calm delight, gladness multiplied greatly, to be exceedingly full of joy. So that's what the word joy means. So again, I'll throw it back to you. Do you have joy inside? What is your level of joy? What is your scale if you're measuring? You want to, it's not something you can go buy in the store. Like, I know we'll all go buy it. It has to come from the inside, from your spirit man, or from your spirit womb man. You have to feel it on the spirit side. It is something that nobody can take away from you, okay? So joyful people can be found any place and in some of the strangest of places. All right? Being joyful is not dependent upon circumstances. I'll repeat that again. Being joyful is not dependent on circumstances. Whether you are bankrupt or you have a $1 trillion in your bank account or in your bonds and stocks, those are not what determine, or joy is not dependent on that. If you live in a 4-season home, I wanted to say hotel. If you have the highest stock exchange, that is not what joy is about. Okay, so do you have joy? What is it that brings joy into your life? Okay, so I hope this questions helps you to dig deeper and see how you can recalibrate, regroup, reframe, refocus, and get back to what really matters most in life. All right. Hey, Tina, thank you for tuning in. I appreciate you. What is joy? What is it that brings joy into your life? Now, it must be pointed out that it must be pointed out at the very beginning that there is a natural joy possessed by lots of people. A natural joy in the beauty of music or nature. There is a human joy in delightful relationships. There is joy in the satisfaction of a job well done. There is a healthy enjoyment of life. But we must also note that this kind of natural joy at best is fleeting. It's not permanent, okay? So you want to just focus on what is that deep down one that is inside there, that is not dependent on circumstances or relationship with people or the success of your business or whatever it is. You okay? All right. I love you all, and I wanted to show up today to just throw the question out there so we can all check ourselves and see what is joy, what brings joy in our lives. And once you can answer that question, I want you to go in there and dig out some more joy and fill up your whole life and put it in your pocket for the week coming ahead, because tomorrow is Monday and then comes Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, okay? Lots of souls are waiting on you to show up powerfully in your authentic and transparent way that you know how to, so that they can get their deliverance or their answers through the way you show up. So find that joy and walk in that joy. I love you all so much. Again, this has been Dr. Patience coming your way with what is joy? What brings you joy? Bye-bye.